I'm using a very low poly bevel because I mean, you can use anything you want. I mean, depending on, like, I think if you see these window frames here, they're like really sharp. So that would be like a 0.01 or 0.04, something like that. And I'm going to use the same number for the other frame. Select, edit mesh, bevel. That's too much again, so I have to select and use the same number, 0.1. So I'm using exactly the same numbers. And now I have my window. I can make some handles. We can look at some examples. Let me save this scene. Save scene. Keep saving and updating your scene. So I'm gonna go window. We can go and look at online references here. So we can use something like a very simple. So let's say we can use something like this. Something like that. So basically what we need to do is to create a little cube and shape it, and then we could create another cube, shape it, and we can shape it, or you can use a curve for an extrusion. I'll do that. I'll use this as my reference. So let's go to one of these. Let's select this and click F. Go to the side view, and remember on the city model that we used to make objects, and then we used to create those objects live with a magnet tool. We can work on making other objects on their surface. So that would be a very convenient thing to do here. So I'm going to select this object and make it live. This is if you click on that magnet, it becomes live. So I'm going to select a cube, go closer and draw it over here. Go to my perspective and continue drawing that cube. So pull the height out. And let's make this more subdivisions along the width. And click outside of the space here so we can make this back to normal. So click once more on the magnet so it makes everything back to normal. And let's select these vertices, move them in, and I'm not going to do too much here. I'm just going to select this face and extrude it like that. Here and select, and I'll make a curve right now. So let's say we want to make the curve to use it as an extrusion here. This is more like that lock up here. Well, sort of one more extrusion and one more. I can do like this. So just make some detail. And then I have this done. Let's make a curve. Let me save. Go to my front view. And let's see where this is. Okay, hard to find. I'm going to click Alt H and it will isolate it. Select it. Click the home key. Click F. So we only work on this object now. Go to my front view. Click F. So now we make our lives easier. Create CV curve tool. So I'm going to start creating this sort of curve. I can do my own design. It doesn't really matter. I can just go and select and start in the middle. And I'm going to fix it a bit here. So just bring this up. And this curve, if we go to the perspective, is somewhere over here. That's not good. Let's bring it. First of all, center the pivot point. Bring it over here. So now we're ready to extrude. Select the face. And I'm going to extrude it first just by its own a little bit. Just start like a little pedestal before the extrusion. Extrude one more time. And then go to object mode, select the curve. Since I did that, and let's move the curve a little bit out so it starts just over. We can even go to the side view, the front view. Select the curve. Make sure it's like right on the middle of this polygon. Now select the face, shift select the curve, go to my extrude. How many divisions? Let's make 5 divisions. Apply. We can and now we can increase the taper, and that's about it. Now I'm gonna hold down the spacebar when I get the marquee menu here. I'm gonna go display, show last hidden. I have my handle there. So I have the handle. Let's bring it a little bit up here. Let's delete the history on the handle, because if I start moving the handle, if I start moving the curve, see, it will destroy the. So select the handle and delete the history. Delete by type history. And bring it up a little bit. That was a good position there. So now I'm going to make some Venetian blinds. And yes. No, you can make one, but yeah, basically no.
You made it live, and you're now moving it around. Is it no longer live?
No, it's not live anymore. When you make it live, when you make an object live, you click on the magnet and it looks like that. It looks green. So that's live. So that means that I can actually create anything I want on that surface. You know, like any object I want. And I keep going. But if you want to unlive it, unmake it live, you know, yeah, you click somewhere out, like so nothing is selected, and click on the magnet again, and it makes all the objects that are live back to normal. So let me make the blinds, and then I'm going to make this as a group and duplicate it. So I'll make the blinds using basically just a polygon plane. Select, go to the side view, press 4. I'm going to draw up one blind, one like piece, and bring it here. So they should be a little bit smaller than the window. I can do that manually by moving them. Maybe a little bit thicker. Well, that depends on the design, which is I can go straight to that object and over here, and I can just extrude it. We have some divisions from the previous extrusion. I'm going to undo that. Move it again. Make sure you undo a lot of times so the extrude doesn't stay. So bring it here. Go to the extrude. Always, if that happens, reset settings, apply. Now pull on the Z. Just a little bit. And that's my blind. Let's name this like V blind 01. And let's rotate that a little bit. Let's give it a rotation. And now let's duplicate with transform, Shift D, and move it yeah, sorry. Let's before we I'm going to rotate this 90 degrees so it's on that, it sits on that so it's easier to duplicate. So Shift D, duplicate. Okay, let's say we have these blinds here, and you can make more just to see. So it's like, so there's like more up here. We're just making something that looks like a prop. And now you see all these blinds. We don't want to mix them up with other objects here, so we need to go. That's why I named them, or I didn't name them. I forgot. So plane 1 to plane 38. Let's group them right away and name these blinds Venetian blinds. And as they are selected, I'm going to select all the objects in the group, not the group, but everything in the group. Everything in the group is different by selecting the group itself. So everything in the group, edit, delete the history, and center the pivot point. And now I can actually go and rotate them. Now they will rotate like blinds, like independently. If I select the group and have the center pivot, okay, if I select the group, then everything rotates. If I select the objects inside the group independently, they have their own pivot points. They rotate independently. So I need to do one more thing now. Just create that little piece. You can actually go over here, make this live, select a little cylinder here, just create it, get the vertex of the cylinder, move them down, move it down. So let's make, this is still live, so we have to go click, get out of the object mode, and make this back to normal. Select the cylinder, select the vertex, bring it down. That could be like that little piece. You can go do more details here if you want, like another live piece here. I can just make and click.